Hey freedom seekers, welcome back to Freedom Academy, where future billionaires find their path. If you're looking to find out what a recession is, by the end of this video you'll know more about it than all of your friends, so you can speak confidently about this crazy market we're in. If you're wondering why the government can't just print more money so everyone can afford to buy more, don't worry, you'll know in just a few minutes. The true freedom seekers who watched our last video on recession may already be ahead of the game on why inflation is such a hot topic right now. If you haven't, be sure to watch that video next. To understand inflation, you can think about it like this. Imagine a pot of milk on the stove, just because for some reason you like warm milk with your breakfast. If the temperature stays just right, then the milk boils just fine. But if it goes too high, the milk runs over the sides of the pot and things start to get out of hand. That's kind of how inflation works. A little is good, but if we don't keep an eye on it, things can spiral out of control very quickly. So, what is inflation? Inflation is the measure of the steady average increase in the price of goods and services in the economy. Inflation in the US hit 8.3% in April. And it's not just in the US. The inflation rate in the EU hit 8.1% just last month, and 7.9% in India. In plain English, that means that most items that we buy every day are 8% more expensive than they were 12 months prior. We know you've probably seen the gas prices, and that's happening all over the world. So we know so far that inflation makes money that is saved today less valuable tomorrow. But what causes this? And why can't the government just fix it? Well, to answer that, there's really two things that you've got to know first. Typically, inflation is driven by an increase in the cost of production or an increase in the demand of goods and services. Cost push inflation. Yes, cost push. And by push, we mean push up. It occurs when there is a price increase due to the increased price of the cost of production, for example, raw materials and wages. That's a lot of economic talk, so let's break that down into plain language. When the cost to produce something is higher, that additional cost is passed on to you, the consumer, in the form of high prices. Let's look at a basic raw material like flour. When Russia invaded Ukraine, there was a spike in the price of wheat because Russia is one of the top producers. Wheat is used to make flour, so the flour price rose, and then from there it was a downward spiral. All the byproducts of flour rose like bread, cake, cookies and pasta. If flour is in it, the price increases. All this and demand had not changed. Now, freedom seekers, can we confuse you for a bit? Here is where the economy gets really fun. In the case of wages, when the economy is doing well and the unemployment rate is low, there are labour shortages. So, the cost of labour increases. Firms as a result increase wages to attract qualified candidates, and production cost rises. Here, the additional cost for labour is passed on to the consumers in the form of price hikes in their finished products. Make sense? Good. Now, cost price inflation occurs during natural disasters as well. We see this whenever a hurricane strikes a major producer of a product, especially when there is damage to farmlands. Just a quick reminder for freedom seekers, if you're liking this video so far, make sure to press the subscribe button to show that YouTube algorithm that you want to see more of our videos when they release. Thanks freedom seekers, and here is an adorable horse. Wow, beautiful. The second thing to keep in mind about why the government can't just print money is demand pull inflation. When there is an increase in the demand of goods and services across the economy, price tends to increase. How can demand increase, you might well ask? Well, when consumer confidence is high, normally unemployment is low and wages are increasing, and this means more spending on our part. As the consumer. People tend to spend more money when times are good. As demand increases, the available supply decreases, and because wages are higher and consumer confidence is high but fewer goods are available, we're willing to pay more to obtain them. Companies take advantage of this, not just because we're willing to pay, and raise prices, especially if their product is popular or is a necessity, like oil or housing. So, it is the high demand that provides companies with the leverage to raise prices. We saw this in the US economy just last year in the real estate market. Because interest rates were so low, everyone and their sister wanted to buy a home, and that's demand pull inflation. So then, why can't the government just print more money? In 2020, the US government actually did just that, which is why the inflation is becoming a big problem for the US right now. The problem with printing more money is that it would actually increase the prices further, because remember, if consumers have more money, they'll buy more stuff. And that's demand pull inflation. So then, how can inflation be controlled? Here's a few ways we've thought of which economists recommend. Governments can introduce price caps or price floors on specific goods or services so that the companies do not exceed a certain price range. This might help in certain situations, but is not a guaranteed solution in a capitalist economy. They can also increase interest rates to slow down economic growth. The US government is doing this right now, and so is the EU as of July 2022. Generally, controls on inflation will take some time to take effect. It may be months before demand falls and prices drop. But there isn't really much the government can do immediately, because as mentioned in previous videos, economic expansion and contraction is a part of the business cycle. The best thing for us, and what we're doing, is saving up on cash and buying more assets that will continue to generate revenue, regardless of what the economy does. And just like that, freedom seekers, we're almost at the end of another video. If you like this one, please give us a thumbs up. And just for that, here's a star for making it this far. Ooh, shiny. If you're new here, we always give a little tidbit at the end of our videos, and now is no different. Consider investing in a diversified portfolio that consists of investments that will go up during inflation, for example, savings bonds. When the inflationary period slows down, we guarantee you'll see returns. Dollar cost averaging has proven to be the #1 method of investing during a recession, and if you do that now, you'll thank us in a few years. See you in our next video, Freedom Seeker.